baseball was awesome. Home Run Derby, we had a chance to be there. Obviously, we were a part of that whole thing. What an honor, and thankful for the MLB welcoming us over there. And obviously, that is an upside to having access to these leagues.
Correct.
Like having rights to these leagues. You get a chance to have conversations with people. In the MLB, how they took care of us and welcomed us in, and getting to know all these baseball guys who know of our existence. Even the guys that don't speak English.
Yeah.
The Dominican guys who speak limited Spanish watch our show, because I think they're forced to watch our show, because we're on the TV whenever they come in. The time they show up to work, we are the thing. So that was a cool experience, and I would like to let the baseball people know it's an honor that you guys understand we exist, and it's been fun as hell learning about your world. And shout out to McGill out there in Milwaukee.
Yeah, Big Trev.
Hey, he's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
He is a problem. I think he is potentially the straw that stirs the drink.
You could argue.
I think he is the straw that stirs the drink in most places. What a legend. A lot of dudes over there we've loved. Their game, though, last night, Home Run Derby ratings are up.
Yep.
Okay, the All-Star Game, I assume ratings are going to be up. They had a great game. Is that not accurate?
No, yeah, without a doubt. Like you mentioned, first-class experience all the way through while we were there. And then last night, kind of just to put the cherry on top of the weekend. Looked like a blowout early. The NL jumped on top, which not a lot of people expected. You know, you got Scooble and Skeens, so I think we were talking, and the idea was like, okay, probably going to be 1-2-3, but the NL, they took a 5-0 lead here on Pete Alonso's 3-run homer, and at this point, you're kind of just thinking like, all right, Jesus, this thing's going to be a blowout. Corbin Carroll pinch hits another homer to make it 6-0 for the NL. And then after that, the AL started scrapping back a little bit. Brent Rooker, who was kind of taking heat from fans after the Home Run Derby for no reason, he kind of got jobbed a little bit getting eliminated. He hits a 3-run homer, which was huge. And then, you know, play the trumpets because Edwin Diaz comes in and blows a save for the NL.
What's your problem?
Stephen Kwan beats out an infield single. Bobby Wood scores, so we go to 6-6 in the top of the ninth, and then first ever swing off in the All-Star game. Each team, I mean, Schwarbo.
Pause it, Foxy. Pause it, Foxy. What's the swing off?
So, yeah, this is the first year they did this. There were predetermined rosters for both the AL and the NL because a lot of people were bitching, hey, this is a perfect opportunity for Shohei and Judge and some of those guys to get out there with travel implications and just the way they played. They already had 3 guys picked out for each team. Each player had three swings. And it was just as many homers as you could hit.
3 guys, 3 swings each.
Yep.
Total of 9 possible dingers here.
Correct.
And whoever had more would win the game. This is a penalty shootout.
Yes.
For baseball.
Right.
And I would like to say, not knowing this was going to happen, I assume people knew this was going to happen, and maybe this has happened in the past.
No, it was the first ever.
Okay. Outside newbie, baseball people already love me. Let me follow up with this. Every fucking tie game needs one of these.
100%.
This thing was unbelievable. Let alone Schwarbo doing what Schwarbo did. Back to the action. Sorry.
Yeah, no, all good. I mean, because you're right. Like, in a lot of All-Star games in the past, like, it's tied 6-6 after the ninth, and it's just like, all right, game's over. Everybody had fun. Nobody got hurt. Let's go home. So for them to do this and actually have kind of like a walk-off moment, and then a guy like Schwarber who, you know, if he enters the home run derby, he's probably arguably one of the favorites. He gets 3 swings, and what does Schwarbo do? He hits 3 bombs, and the NL goes up 4-3.
First one, 408, dead center.
Yeah, barely got enough. And then, because when he came up, we were at dinner last night, and I told these guys, I was like, there's no way Schwarber's not hitting 3 homers. Yeah, and
so the expectation is that these guys should hit at least 2 out of the 3 dongs.
I mean, maybe, you know, like with
you guys were talking about that with, like, the internet was talking about that with, like, Aaron Judge and Shohei. They're like, we should be able to see these big guys. And there was a lot of people mad about that. And then it comes out that they actually had to put these 3 together beforehand. Who's going to be playing at the time is who they're going to continue in there. And then I saw some people get pissed that travel people were leaving. It's like, I want to let you know from what I've learned, this is the least, like, comfortable or break, like, all-star experience from any sport. Now, I know, hey, they're professional athletes. They got to work. These dudes get in 2, 3 a.m. Sunday night, Monday morning, right into, all right, we got press, home run derby, press again, game. Then, by the way, you got to go play
There's
again.
games Friday.
Thursday, Friday. It's like
Friday.
they are working in there. So I saw a lot of people taking some shots at some of the big names because it came out like, well, travel's going to affect some of that. It's like, I agree. If we would have got Judgy and Shohei, just back-to-back.
One-on-one.
Which leads me to say, we need this in the games. We need this in the damn games. Now, I know extra innings games are a part of the entire thing, and it's probably been a part of the history. And the amount of stats that matter in baseball are never ending. So I assume that would ruin a lot of things in the sport of baseball. But if this was a real game between the Dodgers and the Yankees, and it came down to your 3 dogs versus your 3 dogs with your pitching coach or your batting coach, because now it matters.
Yeah.
Now that job matters even more in this entire thing, which you saw a couple good pitches there. And that last one for Schwarber kind of broke off a little bit. I think we need to continue to pound the drum that the pitchers matter in the home run derby, and in this situation they matter. But that would be electrifying for baseball. I mean, we would cover that, every day?
Oh, yeah.
If there was a dong off the night before in a big-time game, I mean, we would cover that, I think. Now, baseball people would hate that, I assume. And how was this received last night? Because this was electrifying, especially because Schwarber literally put the squad on his back out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people bitch just because, like, that's the thing to do, is you can pick holes in this if you want to and just take the angle that, well, we had the opportunity to have Judge and Ohtani out there and they didn't do it for whatever reason. But, like, this was actually, I mean, this was drama. You know, it was incredible. Like the stakes were there, and we obviously didn't get to Pete Alonso because Aranda didn't hit any homers. But there was an opportunity for like a true walk-off moment. In terms of them actually using this, probably never going to happen. That is the one thing that I don't like.
It's better than the guy on second.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Kamish about that. The Manfred man, where they put a ghost runner essentially at second base to start extra innings. I don't love that, but the big drawback to this would be that it really nullifies your bullpen, like late in games, and that's what a lot of teams will, like at the deadline, will go out and get a bunch of bullpen arms because that's very important. So I can't imagine that they'll go to this anytime soon. But you're right. If we had a playoff series, or a World Series, I guess, and it comes down to
Giancarlo, Judge,
yeah, exactly,
and who
Jazz probably be Jazz, or
maybe not now.
Well, Jazz would change his swing.
Yeah, Cody Bellinger maybe, or something like that.
And then who would the Dodgers have?
The Dodgers would probably, Freddie Freeman, Shohei, and then maybe like Teoscar Hernandez or
would
Mookie
that
Betts.
not that
would be awesome.
Be so cool.
It'd be incredible.
Game 7 of the World Series going down to a dong off.
And we've been trying to get a dong off in the offseason for the last couple of years.
Yeah,
we did not have the relationship with baseball.
Right.
Okay.
What, D-Bush?
I know we're in L.A., guys. You guys got to relax.
What are you talking about? It's creative. We're talking about brainstorm.
Relax.
You're thinking of like a McGregor dong off. We're thinking of like a baseball.
We're not having any dongs lifting weights.
Which his would win because his lifts,
Yeah, I'm talking about. We've been trying.
Wait, when you were at the gym this morning, did you?
What's that? Lift?
Did you McGregor it?
No. I don't know how many people are doing that, to be honest. I didn't know that was a thing. Fascinating. I mean, just all of it is wild. He's going to be fighting in the White House.
That's right.
He's going to be fighting at the White House.
He is.
I think he's running for president.
Yes, he is.
Ireland.
I think I see a couple tweets every other day out of that.
Could see that.
Pop up in a week. Vote McGregor. And big smile. Then next day he's on a yacht. Then next day he's training his kids in Monaco. And like fans I think are just like standing around, and he's like, "Hey, listen, kids, if we're gonna travel the world, we at least got our work in." Him trying to get actual workouts in these very public places is awesome. His ability to be able to do it. I get distracted. I would get way too distracted. Maybe run one hill. I'm exhausted. What's over there? Anything other than working out. So his ability to seemingly be able to mix just living a full life of luxury all the time while still trying to maintain his ability to stay in shape, his entire body.
Yeah.
He's very fascinating.
Absolutely.
He's a fascinating individual.
And there's not a whole lot of people out there who are, putting kettlebells around their dongs and, making sure that their summer sausage is getting work in as well.
Now, on that note, that is not the dong off. I mean, I assume in the world that we're in, that's going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everybody needs to be ready for that.
Hopefully at the Steroid Olympics.
That's probably 5-10 years out from that. And we're not saying we like it. We're just telling you about the reality of the world that we live in. What we always thought, me as somebody outside baseball, what do I like about baseball? I like to see pitchers throw over 100 miles an hour. Shout to young Buck.
Yeah, Misiorowski.
He threw, 4 of the fastest?
Yeah, the 4 hardest pitches in the game.
What he throw? They said they brought him in literally for this. Like, hey, we got a young guy who's 23 years old and throws the ball harder than everybody.
Yeah, and he was throwing, 102, 102.4-ish, 101. Just basically came in and just unloaded the tank.
Which is exactly what they were expecting and hoping for.
And what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, he told us, I'm just going to throw heat. I guess he holds on to it very long. He does that. I like seeing 100+, and then I like seeing balls leave. So in the offseason, whenever baseball was going through its money thing. They're always seemingly going through a money thing. That's how we learn about the local media rights deals being so important.